Galtymore. Jesus Christ, it's week. Easter week, baby. Right. So, here we are in King's Yard. We're just getting suited up to go and climb Galtymore again. So it's a farmyard. It's actually private property, this place, but you can leave the €3. It's €3 for the parking here, but you have the facilities like the toilet and stuff like that as well, so it's actually quite handy. And I think the route up is better than the one I tried last time. Right, so I'm gonna have a quick protein drink and a banana before I strike off on my walk. And I'm gonna have a look at the map just there. There's actually toilets there, map there. And if you can see over there, you can just, that's where you pop in your payment for using the car park. So it is a farmer's yard. You can see out the back there, there's actually cows eating and some more sheds there to my right. But yeah, it's good service, I think, especially for the toilets. I've been told that also at times there's a coffee truck here. Obviously this is just a Tuesday morning, so there's not going to be a coffee shop here on a regular Tuesday morning. And the weather's okay. It's not particularly good. It's not particularly bad. But yeah, it wouldn't mean that there would be an impromptu decision to bring a coffee truck here, I would say, in the middle of April. So we are just beginning the walk now. We're just taking off in the yard down there, and we are heading up the path here. So I think it's going to take about 3 hours, 4 hours maybe, but let's see. I'm not in a big hurry today, don't have much on. It's about 10:30 in the morning. I'm in no rush home, and the one thing is, I suppose, I don't think the weather is supposed to hold out. I think it's supposed to get bad. It's not too bad now. It's quite overcast with a bit of sun, small bit of blue sky, so not really overcast either. So yeah, nice path here to start us off. Gonna take it at a nice pace today because I normally perspirate quite a bit, and I hate having to change t-shirt about 4 times every hike I go on. So I'm going to take it nice and handy. I have a tendency to rush up, see it as a competition with myself, and not actually kind of enjoy the walk, or because I'm so uncomfortable in my own sweat. So let's see. Sheep grazing. That is kind of the common theme always when you're on a hike in Ireland. I think probably a hike most other places as well. A lot of the land up around these mountains is quite barren. Not the best quality, but actually the land down here at the foot of the mountains is quite good. But as you go up, the soils tend to be not a good quality, and it's harder to grow because it's constantly scorched by wind and cold and sun. Okay, so we're coming up to the second gate. So after the initial gate down at the actual car park, this seems to be the second gate that I've come across. Obviously I have some buddies here to greet me, and just close the gate because that's what the sign said on the damn gate. Gotta keep following them rules because there's farmers up here with livestock, and the possibility that maybe they might get attacked by a dog or something like that if you don't close them up. So if there's something there, just obey it. If there's a sign up there, just obey it. A lot of the time
these mountains are on private land, or at least the access to them is on private land. So don't fuck with what's not yours. Right, so we're at next to gates. I've actually changed my headpiece because there's a bit of wind up here and my ears were getting walloped in that last hat. So I have my snood is now my hat. Okay, and another gate. Okay, so this side really do not want dogs. If you have a dog, go back now for your own safety. Presume that's to do with all of the sheep up on the hill. Take back your damn dogs. Who let the dogs out? Okay, so massive sign here, this is the way you go up. Oh, as I'm coming up the hill, there's no markings, so I came from down there. There's no markings on the way up, so I'm just carrying on this way. I've never walked here before, but I have talked to someone who has, and they said you are kind of waiting. Well, it was wet when they did it. They said you are kind of going through marshy, soggy ground for quite a while. There's no markings. You kind of have to use your own intuition to a point. But it's actually quite cool here, so it's not very often you get to see the forest being thinned from above or beside. But you can actually see it just over there, on the hill over here. It's very cool to look at, in my opinion. So, I think, as I haven't walked this way before, and I'm not the most experienced hiker. I mean, I've been on a lot of hikes. They've all been marked pretty clear. They've all been, there's been a good amount of traffic on them. So I'm just using my way back in case I get lost, aiming for something that's visible and in my general direction of home. So if you can see down there, you mightn't be able to, but there's a farmhouse with a rounded barn in it, and it's a rusty orange colour, but there's also a black slate house, and like, maybe you might be easily confused with another one, but I think it's just important to look out for distinct features about something that you will see from quite far away. So as far as I've come so far, you can still see the red feature and the black slate, whereas over there you can see kind of a greeny grey barn. So that's what I'm using as my waypoint, and I'm sure more experienced hikers would say that's probably not the best way, but when you're kind of winging it, that's what I'm doing. I'm sure I'll find my way back. For the last couple of 100 meters, it's the first time there hasn't been that much of a steep incline or descent. So I came from down there, probably more that way, and I'm heading up there. But yeah, I always think it's really nice when you just get a nice flat. It's not stony ground, it's like quite spongy, boggy turf, but it's dry, so it's nice and bouncy because there's shrubbery here. It's just nice to stand on. It gives your joints a bit of a rest. I think this might be my last pull up, but you never know with these kind of faces. I think they've fooled me so many times. You just get so confused. It's probably better not to guess about your ascents. Just go with it, enjoy it. But if anyone watched my last video, I would have been walked straight up this face, and yeah, clearly not the right thing to do when there's this type of a path. Much easier, much safer. That was extremely steep, so not the best thing to do at all by any means, but definitely set me on the right track for today. Kind of got me going on that I wanted to complete it today, get to at least the top of the mountain, and yeah, looking forward to getting over there and maybe having a look down where I was coming up. So I'm actually like just in an area now where it's shielded from the wind on both sides. Just down there where I came from, it was brushing across really strong, but right now you can actually hear birds chirping, and it's very, very nice. And just to give you a little clue of what I'm looking at there now, what a view, absolutely unbelievable. It's very nice when you get a break from the wind, although it's hard walking uphill. It's harder to think when you're walking uphill and you're pushing it hard, but a break from the wind and a small little break as you're going uphill allows you time to think. Down in the flat I was so deep in thought about stuff I wanted to do. Obviously when I started the ascent it got harder again, and it was harder to kind of think about what I was thinking about down there, because you're just so focused on next step, and for me I'm just focusing on not having to change my t-shirt because it's so sweaty up there. But yeah, keep moving upwards, and here we go. All the time throughout this, so after coming up a good bit now, I'm still keeping an eye on my farm out. I can't really see the camera now because it's quite dark, but I can see it with my eyes. It's just over there. So yeah, just keeping an eye on that all the time, making sure that I'm not making any mad moves left or right or in the wrong direction. In front of me is what I think might be Galtymore, but I don't know because there's so many fucking peaks around. But when I came over the brow of the hill I was just climbing up, this was the highest one that was right in front of me, and I can see 2 hikers heading up that way. So hopefully that is the right one, but you never fucking know. There. Okay. So very steep up. We're heading here, and that'll be it. Completed. And just look at that view. Absolutely. Cross. My man's weak, Jesus Christ. Okay, it's on top of Galtymore. T-minus probably 3 minutes. Top, the cross. Oh my word. Just look at the view up here. My God. It's like it was built especially for him. My God. Here I am. Galtymore. Jesus Christ, it's week. Easter week, baby. Just look at that view. Unbelievable. It's like this perch was made for it. Which it probably was. Oh my God. Absolutely unbelievable. Delighted to finally make it up here. You see the rocks kind of like this up the top of the mountain, but anyway. Gonna get a bit of cover over this side maybe, to shield myself, get a drink. Unbelievable. Okay, so anytime I get to the top of these mountains I always just take off my wet clothes, put on my dry ones, and this one, just because they're easier to wash, I have like 2 Arsenal jerseys and a kind of a body warmer on, but I'm already feeling way warmer. The cold sweat just absolutely freezes you. But oh my God, just take a look at that. Unbelievable. You can't get much better than that. Off Galtymore, here we go. Going to start my descent because as there is rain forecast, I'd rather not get caught in it. I think I've been lucky enough as it is, so we're going to try and make it down the mountain fairly quickly. Right. that day and I had to collect my car. But anyway, hey ho. It's just on the way down now. I don't know, it said it was supposed to be pouring rain here today, and it's not absolutely stunning, but it's very, very nice weather here today. So I'm obviously prepared for a lot of rain. I have the wet gear, I have my rain jacket on, but no sign as of yet, and to be honest, it doesn't look like it's going to rain anytime soon. And the forecast did say it was going to rain quite a bit. So look, I'm not giving out, but I'm just saying the forecast isn't always one to go by either. And I think if you're looking for the perfect day to go for a hike in Ireland, it's probably never going to happen. So you may as well just be better off going. If you can get cheap wet gear and you'll enjoy your hike. Now the coldness is another thing. The wet I think most people can get over if they have a good pair of boots, and I'd say you could probably pick up cheap enough wet gear and regatta for probably 20 or 30 euro. You'd probably get some in cheaper places too, maybe Decathlon or somewhere. But yeah, there's no reason I don't think that you should put it off just because of the weather either. Now fog, probably that sort of weather now is a different story. If it's foggy, you don't want to be going up on a mountain when it's foggy because you can't tell where you're going. Even though, like, I'm not that experienced of a hiker, I'd class myself still as probably an advanced beginner, but I still wouldn't go up if it was very foggy, because you get so disorientated, and even if you have waymarks, they won't work because you can't see them, obviously, you know. So yeah, like, obviously you again use your intuition, use your common sense when you're choosing a day to go, but I wouldn't let rain put you off going for a hike. So yeah, these flat parts of the descent or the ascent, they're just the most enjoyable things ever. They give you a break from either like your quads just stopping yourself from going on the way down, your knees jittering on the way down, just your ankles twisting on the way down, and then on the way up the flats are just that nice little bit of respite from the climb. And like, oh cool, look at that rabbit, savage. That's actually, I don't know if it's a hare or a rabbit. It was fucking fast as fuck. Still going. Thought it was a fox first when it came out. That is cool. Wonder can you still see it running over. Oh well, that's just made my day. Well, look what we got here. Damn boy. This sheep got smoked. So I'm back down near the second set of gates. Not a bad day. It's more sunny now than it was this morning, and it was due to get wet all day and afternoon. I think it's just after midday now, maybe about 1 p.m. But fuck me, don't believe everything you read is the key takeaway, I think. I just can't get over the weather. I know I mentioned it already, but what the hell. It's so sunny. It's probably about 15 degrees, I'm going to say, as well. But I suppose up the top actually it was very cold. So you kind of have to prepare for all eventualities. But yeah, certainly enjoying this little blast of heat on the way down. Okay, so I can see the farmhouse from here where I parked my car. So I'm going to call it a day. Let me just check my Strava to see how long it took me. That can give you a gauge if you're ever going to do this hike. Okay, so 2 hours and 38 minutes is what it is saying. So I suppose, look, by the time I'm down, give or take, I think I started this drive a small bit late as well, so maybe 3 hours, give or take, minutes either side of that, depending on how fast or if you're slower. But yeah, unbelievable hike. Very much well worth it, and I do recommend going to King's Yard. I think it's well, I know it's €3 to park there, but I think for the ease of access up the mountain, it's a lot easier. There was a couple of things from the other side when I hiked last time that kind of would throw you off, kind of a lack of signage, just the general feel, the lack of kind of maps and stuff. But yeah, I preferred this side, and the better weather obviously helps. So I'm probably a bit more biased towards today anyway, because the weather was better. So yeah, see you later.